In this video, I'll be talking about what I learned with using the Z Fold 7 in this first month. Alright, let's start off with the first thing, and I'm sure a lot of people have noticed this about the Z Fold 7. Goodness! Is that thing wobbly? Holy crap! Look at this. It is literally balancing from this corner to this camera lens here. And it's rough, dude. Like, imagine this sitting on the table and you typing. You're gonna mess some things up. Now, yes, after 1 month, one thing that my opinion has not changed on, though, is definitely that power button. How it's extremely flush to the phone. And I don't like having to push. Yeah, I don't like it. I really don't like it. It should be sticking out. One thing I have found out that is very useful and good is the fact that you can adjust the flash brightness. And goodness, it's bright when it's all the way up. It even gives you a warning. The camera light may cause low temperature burns. Like, what? And yeah, it really does get bright. But yeah, not a lot of Androids and foldable phones have the ability to adjust the flash. So that is really, really nice to have. I very purposefully scratched the back glass of this with a Beyblade. And that was about a month ago. And I thought it was a permanent scratch, but that scratch rubbed away. Like, it didn't rub away instantly. It took like 2 weeks and I stopped seeing it. So I don't know, that just shows you the back glass is pretty nice, and I like the frosted back glass, definitely. And as for the inside of the phone, it did leave some permanent scratches on the inner screen protector, but not really anything permanent on the actual screen itself. You do get one free screen protector replacement. So after 1 month, how is the crease on this phone? With the screen on, still not very noticeable, but goodness, it got worse. It did get worse. The feeling is pretty smooth, visually speaking. Yeah, it's still there. Now, after a month, how are the cameras? Well, I've learned something. If you really want to take advantage of this nice 200 megapixel main sensor, you're going to have some issues. You want to go up here and switch to 200 megapixel, take your nice photo or whatever, but then you realize there's no lens switching. You're capped at 5x. So the user interface is kind of as far as the camera. I feel like they should give you the option to switch to the telephoto from the 200 megapixel. But yeah, so if you do like to use the 200 megapixel and get some clean shots, well, go back in. You got to reset it every time. And that's, yeah, not a good thing. Why would you have to do that every time if you want to take full advantage of that nice camera? Well, I can show you how to do it. Settings, keep to settings, settings to keep, and then boom. So now you're at 200 megapixels, and let's go back in. Boom. Back to 200 megapixels. Now let's talk about the photo quality itself. I've tweaked with the settings, and these are what I've got to come out of this camera. It has a 200 megapixel main sensor with a 12 megapixel ultra wide and a 10 megapixel telephoto. This is an ultra wide shot with 12 megapixels, not that good. This is a 1x shot with the 200 megapixel main sensor, and it looks pretty decent. But now we are at 5x, and it's using the telephoto lens since it's over 3x. So it's using 10 megapixels, and it's not that great. Here's a 10x shot, and it doesn't really look that usable, honestly. It's not that good looking. Now, here is zoomed in all the way. This is 30x, and maybe it's the subject, but it does not look that great. And it might have been the subject, so I'm going to zoom in all the way with this different scenery. Here's a look at just what the user interface looks like. You got a little window preview at the top right, but man, this shot did not come out the best. Yeah, it still has some detail, but geez, not the move. This bamboo plant just looks like over-processed. The colors are too vibrant. And man, I compared it to my Huawei Mate XT. And goodness, the colors were way more true to life. And the detail, dude, the detail is insane. Look at this. Look at this. I took a picture from a higher angle so you can see this top part. Dude, that detail is amazing. Now let's test the video. It's a windy day. This is a video quality test and microphone test of the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. This is wide angle. This is your 1x. How's the audio? How's the stabilization? 3x. They've come a long way. It definitely used to be a lot more over-sharpened, over-saturated. As far as the battery goes, yeah, not that good. I really don't enjoy how this thing dies pretty quick, especially with the Snapdragon 8 Elite. It's a good processor. It's very demanding on the battery when you're playing any games, and that battery will drain. Even watching YouTube videos, your battery's gonna drain. Now, as far as the battery health goes, I've searched for it and can't find it in the settings. It's actually in Samsung Members app that comes pre-installed on the phone with advertisements all over. You'll find here, press diagnostics, and once you run your diagnostics on the phone, the first is battery, and then it goes to each one. You can click here and see that your battery health or life is good, like 100%. I don't know. I'm really not liking Samsung. Now with the Z Fold 7, you get a nice 12 gigabytes of RAM, and that's pretty decent, but you don't get to use it at all. It's not unlocked to the full potential. Search for RAM Plus in the settings and let it do its little check. Go down here to RAM Plus, and you can then switch it. Let's say you're holding it or the phone's on a table, you just press the power button and you type your code in. I really don't like how it doesn't automatically jump into the phone. You have to press OK. Now, I guess that's more secure, and yeah, maybe there's a way to find it in the settings and make it automatic. I'm sure there is, but I don't like how that's the default. Now, the phone is not all bad though. Go to settings and search flex panel mode. Make sure it's on, and if it is on, flex the panel, and you'll be prompted this little button here, where then you have your touchpad / trackpad with 2 fingers. You can scroll and, zoom in. I think this is really intuitive. Here's a great thing you can do to make your phone feel smoother and faster. I do this on all of my phones. Go to About Phone, then Software Information, see build number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or not 8, but it's 7 times. Type in the passcode. So now you'll have your developer options right under About Phone. So go in there and scroll all the way down until you find Window Animation Scale, Transition Animation Scale, and Animator Duration Scale. Change all of these to 0.5x. Look how fast, boom, and then boom. And when you get into an app, YouTube, boom. Even getting in here, like these little, look at this, look at this. So snappy. Another thing I always do is set up Gboard, so it's the most natural typing on an Android in my opinion. And yeah, you can do really cool things like change the size of the keyboard. I don't know why. All right? I don't know why you would want this, but you can have this if you want this. But yeah, it has swipe. It has really everything you would need. So it's way better than Samsung's in my opinion. I've always used that on all of my Androids. Another thing I learned was if you go to settings and search swipe 4, you'll see swipe 4 split screen. So now go into any app and swipe up and you get to split screen. Now I think this is the only phone that can do this that I have. Go to device care and scroll down to auto optimization. You'll see auto restart. You can schedule an auto restart, which is very beneficial to your phone. I do this with my Huawei Mate XT like once a week, but I have to do it myself. This phone will do it whenever you want it to, and that's amazing. Man, there's so much in One UI. Look, you can live translate a call. Not only live translate, but call captions. This is breakthrough stuff in my opinion. You being in a loud area, I work in a very loud environment a lot. I can't hear anything, and maybe I don't have my headphones with me, this will tell you what's being said on the screen. This is a Beyblade, and I spun one on the inner display of the Z Fold 7 in my durability test video. If you want, you can go check that out. The link is in the description. I have my YouTube channel where I do all sorts of Beyblade things. That is in the description. Make sure you follow this channel as well if you want more really awesome tech reviews and videos. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace!